My name's Jono, I'm from England and I'm restoring a 2013 steel yacht into my future home. There's lots to do and it's going to take everything I can give, but I'm up for the challenge. This is Cruising the Blessing. Music. There's so much power in music. Do you know that feeling when you find the right song and it just echoes the emotions you're feeling inside in a way that nothing else ever could? When you find that song that gives you the words to explain the way you're feeling like nothing else can. The right melody, the right words can either make you feel really sad or really happy in a moment. For me, I love creating music. I love playing the piano and sitting for hours on end creating and playing and listening and enjoying. I think the reason we love music so much is because music connects to our soul. Music allows our hearts to beat in rhythm. Music is connection. In today's episode, I'm building space in the boat to be able to sit, relax and compose music, to be able to edit these videos, to be able to record and write. So come on, let's get on with the build. So today we're going to be removing a lot of this stud work and cutting into the back of these seats like we did over the other side of the boat in the bathroom in order to build a desk for me to work at and a place for me to compose music, to have my piano. This is just a corridor in here, but by cutting into this we can have some space for me able to work and compose music and play and practice. And so that's the plan today. So I know what the comment's going to be. You're going to say now, why did you put this in the first place if you were just going to take it out? But in all honesty, we didn't know that we would be building into the seating. But I do think it is easier for us to be able to change what we've done than it would have been to try and plan it and get those measurements right in the first place when we didn't have the seats, didn't know what was going in. So it does make sense for us to do it this way. Yeah, that's great.
Hold on.
Out what that's great.
Put me together, take me back where I've been. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
So the reason we're cutting this out here is because this seating, the screws they used were really brittle, and so as soon as you try and unscrew them, they literally just break. So we didn't have much other option. That's also why a lot of this is getting smashed out, because we couldn't screw it apart because the screws were so brittle.
If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to live. In the morning I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold. Bearing the light of when I return from my spinning bone, I'm remembering the words you told me. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but
That piece of ply was such a challenge to get out.
put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. Is all gone. Feeling is all gone.
know some of this looks quite messy, but we're working with these seats. So we picked up these seats for free. We got them on Facebook Marketplace. They were coming out of a vet that was having their waiting room refurbished. And I just thought it was worth starting with something that was pre-built like that. A lot of the outside of it is built with quite nice hardwood. It's only the inside that's, pine structure. Absolutely love that attachment to the reciprocating saw. It just cuts straight, it doesn't wobble too much like a lot of reciprocating saw blades do. I have no idea what it's called or where you get them from, but it's fantastic. Yeah, it's perfect enough. One of the screws got stuck in and we had to angle grind. He couldn't screw it out, so we had to angle grind it off. Try and do everything level. Obviously, being a boat, it doesn't matter if it's level at the moment, because when it gets into the water it gets different, but at least that means that everything's on a reference plane, that it's level together.
Yesterday there was sun and there was
So that's that beam there is actually an angle iron, and rather than cut it out, we just kind of put some blocking around it because it was a lot of work to cut out, and it wasn't level either. So the blocking had to kind of level it off. For everyone that didn't notice, that's my dad, by the way. We got a comment this week asking if he was a professional carpenter. I'm afraid not. Actually, he's a church pastor. I think he could be a carpenter though. As you can see through into the pilot's house there, but when you've got the seats on, you won't be able to. And obviously we're going to apply that out on the inside there. So everything we're putting in at the moment is just structure to be able to screw ply to. The actual structure of the seat is pretty solid. We made sure that it was very solid. So although this will help beef up the structure, that's not the main intention here. The main intention is just to give us something to screw to.
Yeah? 58.4.
Again, this is just structure to be able to screw the ply to when we ply the inside of the office space. So the reason I'm planing the surface here is just to get all of our timbers level. And we made a slight miscalculation. I think the seating moved, and so some of our timbers didn't line up, which isn't ideal for putting a board on. So we just planed it down so everything was on the same plane and the board can screw nice and level and flat. I think that's probably all pretty. You only stick your sheet on that now. The sheet will sit flush, won't it? Thank you so much for watching today. It's great to hear your feedback. Do let us know in the comments below if you have any questions. And please do subscribe. There'll be a part 2 coming out on this video where we finish off the music/working office space. So do stay tuned for that. My name is Jono. This is Cruising the Blessing, and I will see you next week.